Hi, I'm Joe Paiva. I'm with students from the team from Cal Poly Pomona who are here in Washington, D.C. for the 2024 NSPS student competition. They were pretty visible on campus because they had some interesting costumes, and I'd like them to talk about it a little bit here. But they're here to share a few things about the experience and what they took away from it. So let me start by asking, was somebody elected, appointed, or did you fight each other to become team leader or captain?
I was on the previous year's competition team, though that was PSWS, another surveying competition our school participates on. And unfortunately, the members from last year had either graduated or were unable to compete. So from that competition team, I transferred over to this team to be lead since I had more experience.
So you're saying the mantle just kind of fell on you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. And show of hands like this, how many of you have been to this competition before? Is it just you?
No, I was on a different team.
Okay, so you're all newbies when it comes to this competition. Mm-hmm. That's pretty fantastic. You don't run into too many teams like that. Mm-hmm. So once you knew you were coming to this competition, what did you guys do to prepare for it?
Well, we started off by doing calculation practices on Saturdays, and then we also added a physical exercise component, so we would go hiking in the mornings before our practices.
So the hiking was just to get in training for the scavenger hunt?
Yes.
Okay. Did you use the instrumentation or have access to the instrumentation that you were going to use?
We kind of make did with what we had. We had, I think it's a theodolite.
We had a broken theodolite, but we had a level, but that was a 3-prong. So we didn't have anything that we used during those tasks.
So maybe just a suggestion from me is put a call out to all the surveyors in the state and say, hey, if you got something that's usable, not broken, we would love to have it for future competitions.
Yeah.
So I also noted, so when you practiced in when you competed in the field exercises, really it was your first time using this stuff, or at least the stuff that was worth using, right? So how did that go?
It was fine. Like, it wasn't too surprising, because the day before we had the demo, so we kind of figured out how to use it and how it works. So it went pretty smoothly for the most part.
So you'd probably say the team were quick learners.
I guess so, yeah.
So for the computation part, I know that you guys started competing fairly early or started practicing fairly early. How early was that?
Once, because we held a kind of audition for the members starting after our geospatial conference. So once that was over in September, we started auditions for the other 3 members, so my companions. And then so we probably started early December. We took a break for winter break, and so early spring it was very consistent. Practices weekly or twice a week.
That's pretty phenomenal. That's a very long period of preparation, and I congratulate you for being able to stick through all of that. I'm sure there were times when you maybe got discouraged and thought, why should I spend all my time doing this? So when you got to the measurement part of the competition, not so much the scavenger hunt, did you have pre-assigned roles, or did you just have to figure it out after seeing the equipment for the first time in real life and then decide who was going to do what?
Well, since we did have a few hours to practice the day before the competition started, we had an idea of who was going to do what based on who learned how to use the instrument correctly.
Cool. And was that the same kind of decision on who was going to do the computations?
Yeah, but as a team, we would do the computations together and kind of compare our answers and see who got what. And if we deviated from each other.
So I don't know if any of you would be interested or would be in school to be able to compete next year, but if you were back next year, is there anything you would do differently?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to be one of the graduating seniors, but I would like to come in as an advisor role. What we would do differently is for the next year, we really want to try to get some kind of working instrument so we can practice, kind of do more like physical practices. We primarily did a level loop because that's the instrument that we were most able to kind of do again at our school. But getting like a working theodolite or a compass, that would be phenomenal to be able to do. So that's what we're going to be really aiming for next year.
So let me switch gears and ask me who decided and who picked the costumes you wore.
We actually kind of picked it like about like a month ago. We kind of wanted to focus on presidents because quite a few of them were former surveyors. We kind of picked just like who we resonated with. Like for me personally, I picked Thomas Jefferson because he was a county surveyor, and for me, I work with the county of Riverside, so I'm just like, oh, cool. So that's what I wanted to do.
How about you?
I wasn't sure which president to choose since they had all chosen the 3 presidents already. But based off the outfit I came up with, I guess I could say there was 2 George Washingtons in the team. And yeah.
How about you?
Oh, I just thought it was funny to be Abe Lincoln. Like, I'm the complete opposite of what he was. Like, I'm just short. He was like 6'5" or something. So I thought it would be funny to have a short Abe.
It was very effective. And you?
I was George Washington. I wanted to make the hat and the wig. I used like construction paper and cardstock for the hat, and then for the wig, I got like cotton masks and I tied them together since I couldn't find super glue or something else I forgot. But I couldn't find cotton balls, so I had to just find whatever, and it made it work.
Well, very good. Well, thank you for, it takes a special kind of person to prance around the Washington Mall dressed in things that tourists are not expecting to see, and then doing things that tourists are not expecting to see either. So you guys were extremely brave, and I think, you need a lot of credit and congratulations just for doing that. So final question. So you had a lot of experiences coming here, just traveling here, staying in Washington, visiting the mall, doing the scavenger hunt, meeting 150 other students, working with the proctors, the young surveyors. Of all the memories that you'll have, is there a special memory that stands out that you'll be taking away from here?
I think being able to go visit like the historical monuments, like stuff that kind of was there like during the founding of our nation. So I feel like that was really cool to see those like old boundary stones and like to travel around, try to like figure out using like old documents and reference points. So for me, that was the most memorable.
And for me, it was meeting surveyors from different states. I was impressed by all the differences that the surveyors from California have from the other states in terms of their license.
I think experiencing finding boundary markers, because on the West Coast, we don't really see those. Or if we do, I've never seen them. I'm used to like brass disc or like a piece of lath, So it was definitely something super, like, not what I'm used to.
I think what I'm taking back most is the scavenger hunt. It was really fun. Like, it was really tiring. Like, I was wearing like 3 layers. I had a t-shirt, a sweater, and a jacket on at the start because I didn't think we'd be actually running. After like the first hour or 30 minutes off the metro, I was only wearing a t-shirt because the day before we were all freezing, so I thought it would be really cold. But yeah, just running around, finding monuments, That was really fun.
Very cool. So thank you for sharing such interesting comments and thoughts with us. Want to wish you the best in your career. Hopefully, this will be a memorable experience as you go through your career. And finally, safe travels home.
Thank you. Thank you.